Hello, I am the real-life fake wizard. Censorship is a charged word right now, and for good reason. Did you know that there are social ideology groups petitioning credit card companies to censor video game distributors? Oh yes, and that's barely scratching the surface on that issue. If we look over here, GTA 6 is rumored to require ID verification for access. Over here, Nintendo raises prices on 7-year-old console tech. Over there, Xbox fires employees despite Microsoft making record profits. Companies try to find ways to bump up the price of AAA games to $80 without legitimizing or guaranteeing an increase in value delivered. We look around now, and exclusivity is becoming a thing of the past. Not that companies like Sony are even making games worth exclusivizing. What, you didn't like Concord? Put it on ice in your refrigerator, which will be an Xbox very soon. Nintendo does make exclusive games, but they're all just tuned up and graphically enhanced versions of past games. And Fortnite continues to be... well, they got Power Rangers now. Every single week, we are inundated with video game controversy. Most of these controversies stem from companies like Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, and many other AAA corporations engaging in activities that take more money and data from you while delivering diminishing returns in value. That censorship issue I opened with is so important and actually has roots that surpass the gaming industry alone. Corporate greed and, moreover, corporate control is spiraling. Companies are using current events and trending social topics to skew customer perceptions and put themselves in positions where they can demand more money based on current market conditions, but never have to back up what those current market conditions are. I am sick and tired of the video game industry's avarice and lies. I'm tired of their cowardly statements and their deflections from the truth. Guys, Nintendo is straight grifting on those Switch 1 prices. And I also know that I, being the fake wizard, have a significantly tinier window of tolerance compared to most people. Over the last few months, I've made points about tolerance in my videos. I don't believe in boycotts or social movements or hashtags. If you're upset with the games industry, or the entertainment industry, or any company for that matter, I believe it's best to establish a threshold line for yourself. What does this company have to do to lose my business? What slimy, disgusting things will this company do before I can't tolerate it anymore? And I think we need to talk more about that. It's about you, individually, not some collective mob mentality movement. And again, I know that my threshold line for corporate grifting is very minimal. So I want to know from all of you, am I wrong? Am I blowing things out of proportion? Perhaps I'm taking things too seriously. To investigate this, we are going to Bell County Comic-Con in Belton, Texas, as invited guests to find out. How do you feel about the video games industry? Also, you too, tell us in the comments, how do you feel about the games industry today? Bell County Comic-Con is the largest independent comic convention in Texas. This 2-day family-friendly event saw nearly 40,000 attendees bridging the lines of comic book fans, cosplayers, nerds, and gamers all in one place. Now, having worked with Comic-Cons for a long time, I gotta say, 40,000 attendees is a massive victory for any independent show. There are amazing shows all over the United States that have challenges drawing 10,000 people. So for Bell County here to be pulling 40,000, that just means they're doing something right. And having been there ourselves, we can confirm this place rocks. Okay, so we're here to talk to nerds about video games. And I could already hear some of my detractors just as they complained about my last Switch 2 video. Pish posh wizard, why are you interviewing people at a Comic-Con? Those aren't real gamers. Okay, well, you don't know that. And also, the term real gamer gets floated around stupidly all the time. For our investigation here, we're going to define real gamer as anyone who claims to be a gamer themselves, and then we'll determine if they have anything valuable to add on the topic. So our first question is going to be, do you consider yourself a gamer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yes.
I play games, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
I play a lot of games.
You are, in fact, a gamer.
I am.
That I am, mate. That I am.
Okay, so it seems like we found some gamers. What kind of games do they like to play?
The FPS, some strategy.
Violent ones, like fighting games, horror games.
Zelda, Assassin's Creed, RPGs.
Draft. Mine's probably like Smash Bros. Or Mario Odyssey.
PC games, anything like roguelike, anything hard to play.
I play a lot of sports games, a lot of FPS games.
That's a good variety, and there are plenty more folks we'll showcase in a minute. But as we move forward here, let's reiterate. Our mission is to see what are your thoughts on AAA video games and the AAA video game industry.
Nintendo has my biggest issues.
I think it's a little expensive, and then having to buy things extra outside of an $80 game is a bit much.
Like microtransaction games, and they also cut a lot of good multiplayer games.
50-50.
50-50. What don't you like about it?
Everything getting replaced by AI, and also how you don't own stuff, I guess.
I don't know what that is.
It's down the toilet. Definitely not.
Like, at this point, I don't even like playing new games anymore. I'll just like emulate older games because they're way better than anything we get now. So.
Battle passes, there's no love there. It's just let's spam another title, let's put another thing, let's slap instead of single player, it's forced to be multiplayer.
Because of the microtransactions, like they tax you, nickel and dime you all the time.
Stopped playing Halo because it got ridiculous with how many microtransactions they put in.
Absolutely.
Rather than telling the story like the original trilogy.
Microtransactions, huh? A lot of folks have strong feelings about microtransactions, and I can't blame them. Nearly every single modern-day AAA game comes loaded with microtransactions. Loot boxes, battle passes, DLC, cosmetics, pay-to-win advantages, pre-order exclusives, and the problem is, we keep buying them. According to the New Zoo PC and Console Gaming Report published this past April, microtransactions made up $24.4 billion of the overall $37.3 billion in PC gaming sales in 2024. That means 58% of all PC gaming revenue last year was just in microtransactions. This is the kind of thing where you talk to your friends, you talk to your coworkers at the water cooler, and everybody says they don't eat McDonald's. McDonald's, disgusting. That's not good for you. Ew. I only eat the finest fast food of the highest quality. Arby's. They have the meats. And of course, everyone is lying when they say they don't eat McDonald's. McDonald's sells 6.5 million burgers in a single day. McDonald's sells 75 hamburgers per second worldwide. So clearly, when people say they don't eat McDonald's, most people are lying. Well, it's the same thing with microtransactions, unfortunately. Most people say they don't buy them, but statistics prove otherwise. Character skins in games like Fortnite, which costs an average of $15 per skin, generates Epic Games an estimated $300 million a month. Weapon skins in games like Counter-Strike 2 feature an entire economy where users can sell their rare and hard-to-acquire skins in a resale market. Skins on this resale market have gone for $10,000 US. Before we continue, remember how everyone laughed at the concept of NFTs? This is the same thing. It's digital stock trading. Like the only functional difference between weapon skins and NFTs is how the weapon skins sparkle pink and purple across different pixels on your screen. Emotes and character animations are interactive purchases that include silly dances and hand gestures. In Fortnite, they cost around 500 V-Bucks, or translated to dollars, $4 US. It costs $4 US for your character to dance like this in Fortnite. Epic Games' Fortnite reported $5.8 billion in revenue in 2024. Based on available data, anywhere from 59 to 67% of that revenue was generated with in-game shop purchases. Riot Games, owner of League of Legends, reported $1.5 billion annually from microtransactions. World of Warcraft offers character level boosts for $60. Approximately 22% of players purchase these boosters for at least one of their characters. Marvel Rivals, Call of Duty, and lots of other games have battle passes for $10 per season, with Call of Duty clocking in approximately 11 battle passes per year. Genshin Impact is a gacha game where players spend almost $2 per attempt to unlock rare characters. To increase your inventory bag sizes, you need a credit card. To fast travel, you need a credit card. To save real time, you need a credit card. And loot boxes, as much as EA wants you to believe they are surprise mechanics, are just a form of gambling. And that brings us back to talking with all these folks at the Bell County Comic-Con. No one likes microtransactions, but the reality is, we bought them all. We bought all of them. And we made it clear to all these gaming corporations that we're willing to spend a lot, a little at a time, versus spending a lot all at once. But there is something diabolical in there too, and it's a term that comes up quite a bit now. FOMO, fear of missing out. The fear of missing out is a business tactic that exploits consumers' psychological aversion to missing opportunities by creating artificial urgency and exclusivity to drive immediate purchases and boost sales. And this tactic, which has been used to hijack the overall economic relationship between buyers and sellers, is taught in universities and schools all over the globe. Fear of missing out is a manipulation strategy that preys on negative emotions like anxiety, fear, and scarcity. It leads you to make impulsive purchases that often result in buyer's remorse and financial strains. No one likes to feel like they're missing out. It's not a nice feeling, and companies create strategies and position their products in ways to make you feel like if you don't have this thing, your life means a little less. And you'll feel sad watching all of those around you enjoy the thing without you. Well, that's exactly how video game companies abuse the microtransaction marketplace. All of your friends have cool character skins? You don't have any. You're missing out. You want to express yourself with silly dances? You can't, unless you buy them. You're missing out. Oh, and we're going to time lock all of these things behind seasons that have a conclusion, at which point all of these things are gone unless you bought it. And if you didn't, you're missing out. The microtransactions discussion is not new. No one likes it. No one wants it. But as we've discussed and as the answers from our interviews have produced, it's a big deal to the tune of billions of dollars. But okay, what else are people thinking about the AAA video games industry?
Yes and no. Indie's getting better. AAA, quadruple A if you're Ubisoft, not so much.
Okay. They've gone downhill. Quality's great, but for the price point and what you're getting, like, great graphics, the love of gaming is important. They're doing it to make money.
They're making improvements.
Okay.
The stories were always better in the old school games.
Sure.
Just too much. Like, I can't. The amount of content in the games and the quality of the games has stayed the same, but the prices went up. So I do not think that the amount of money I'm paying is equivalent to what I'm getting from the game.
Switch. I mean, I have no problem with the Switch console, but the game price is really killing me.
I mean, I couldn't tell you how good the games are because I can't afford to play them.
It could be better. It's starting to go in a proper direction. They're starting to choose profits over ideology.
Not even a little bit, no.
What's not to love?
I mean, where do you even start? They just don't respect the industry. They don't respect the gamers. They want more money. They talk to their shareholders while talking to their customers, and they need to keep those two assets separate. They just sit there and they act like they're going to drain our wallets and that we want to hear that, when in reality that's the shareholders that want to hear that. We as customers want a better experience for a better price, not to be robbed blind.
Are you happy with the AAA gaming industry right now?
I don't think anybody is right now. It's a lot of stuff that's very expensive that's being produced, but between the bugginess, the unfinished games, it hasn't lived up to a lot of the hype, which is why I believe a lot of the indie explosion has happened in recent years.
Yes, when we wasn't expecting much from it.
So our expectations have risen. You think the quality of gaming has risen at the same rate?
No.
No.
It's all about money. It's just too much. Game prices are too high. Games now are buggy and incomplete. The stories are less than satisfying, and buyers' expectations have risen. Interesting points. These aren't foreign or unsubstantiated ideas in any way. And let's also keep in mind that these are the buyers, right? These are the gamers, young and old. At least they claim to be. You know, there's this concept that comes up every so often on Twitter and on YouTube that the AAA industry games did not decrease in value, but instead our expectations as buyers increased. This idea isn't completely true, and it's also not entirely possible. You see, in any marketplace, there is a clear relationship between buyers and sellers. Sellers offer goods and services at specific prices, and buyers purchase said goods at specific prices equal to the perceived value that the buyers maintain for those goods. It's supply and demand. If there is a lot of something, the demand decreases. The value of that thing declines. 5 years ago, sellers, or in this case, the video game industry, decided that it was okay to increase prices by $10 in the United States, bringing the average AAA game price from $60 to $70, and it's even more than that in other parts of the world. In that choice, the games industry attempted to shift the value proposition to raise the amount of money they wanted for the same products. The value delivered didn't change at all. This, plus the consideration that there's a very common belief, as noted by many of the people we interviewed, that the perceived value, which needs to match that $70 price tag, not only failed to reach it, but declined in value. Let us also not forget that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of other games available for people to play instead of your AAA titles for $70. There's Netflix you could watch instead. There's family members to spend times with. There's sports ball to see. There's homework to be done. And so, two things can be true. The quality of games declined. And yes, buyers' expectations have increased, but only because you started charging more money in an environment where supply is abundant with options.
How do you feel about the AAA gaming industry? We see that you came dressed as the AAA gaming industry.
But that kind of brings us full circle, you know? And this is all more of the same information we all knew about already. We hear about this stuff every day. So what else is there? What is there to do? What are you supposed to do with all this information? There are 100 content creators that cover the news with 8 videos a day, and not a single one of them tell you how to use this information in your daily life. And frankly, I don't want to tell you what to do either. Let's see what everyone else says. We asked everyone how they felt about the games industry, but we also asked these people, what do you think we, as the buyers, should do to change it? Here's what they said.
I'd say making our voices heard, because we've proven to have some sort of effect before. I mean, we're already doing it with Battlefront 3. Helldivers has been pretty, vocal on keeping things a certain way.
I mean, we need, other than just not buying them, I don't know if there is much we can do.
Make our own kind of games, I think that's kind of what these, I guess, indie developers are doing anyhow,
So you could boycott, but it takes a lot of people to do that, and people love their games. We love our entertainment, and there's always going to be people who have that expendable money who can buy it, and it's just what it is.
Well, you vote with your dollar, of course, so don't buy it if you don't love it. Only buy it if you love it.
And you love GTA.
Unfortunately.
Stop going into microtransactions like pay to win. Like, the reason it's so popular is people keep doing it and they keep paying for that. So that's what I'd say.
If you like a game, buy it, particularly if it's independent or something like that. Help get those blokes up. And if you don't like it, not only don't buy it, call them or write them and let them know why you didn't buy it. And also, too, help out, like, to stop killing games thing, where we can actually keep old ones that keep us going until, we actually get some good ones again, and let them know, hey, here's where the money's at. If you like, this is what we like. If you don't make that, you won't make money.
I would say probably not buying games right when they come out.
Stop buying into it.
Stop buying bad games.
That's the easiest way.
What do we do?
Play something that,
Just go play something better.
Play something that shows that the companies respect us.
Because they're only going to keep doing it the more you buy it.
Yeah.
You got to vote with your dollar. That's what it's all about. That's with any sort of industry. I understand that it seems, albeit maybe a little bit impossible, because you're dealing with these companies that are absolutely massive. They're tied to these mega multi-billion-dollar multinational corporate entities. But ultimately, we've seen small studios or studios that are attached to these corporate entities come and go for that very reason. You vote with your dollar. That's the only chance that you really have of them making any sort of adjustments. So I'm not telling people how to spend their money. Just be very mindful of it, and you'd be surprised how much power is in, all the power actually is in the hands of the consumers.
It's not just me saying it. It's regular gamers. Normal nerds that spend their weekends at the local Comic-Con, and you heard it from their mouths. These aren't just Nintendo fans or just Fortnite players. These weren't just men or any other singular variable group of people. This is a whole collective of different gamers who all said the same thing. They're not happy with the games industry. Now, if you feel the same way, if you want to fight back against the video games industry that we are all disgruntled and upset with, don't take my word for it. Take all of theirs. Stop buying their games. Let these mega companies squirm. Hold your money. Yeah, you could write them a letter and tell them why you're not buying their games, but you stop giving them fuel to keep making unsatisfying products. I said it in the beginning. This isn't a social movement. It's not a boycott. It's not a hashtag. I said at the beginning, this isn't a social movement. It's not a boycott. It's not a hashtag. I am upset with Nintendo. Me, personally. I don't like the $80 games. I'm not telling you to stop buying Nintendo. I won't be buying. And I'm telling you, I won't be buying. I won't be buying Ubisoft. I won't be buying Pokemon ZA. I won't be buying any game that requires my driver's license to play. I won't be buying Game Pass or Microsoft's "My Capitalism is Bad" simulator. I won't be spending my time or money fueling companies that don't line up with my beliefs. And you can also choose to stop funding companies that don't line up with your beliefs. It's you. Just you. Not your friends, not your family, not the boys, not the streamers, not your favorite content creators. They're all shills that are bought and paid for anyway. It's you. It's you alone making a conscious decision about what you're willing to accept from the video games industry. If microtransactions don't bother you, okay. If you're cool with $80 games, okay. If you're okay with these companies grifting on world events to charge more money without delivering more value, okay, bro, that's you. That's for you to decide. Not FOMO, not societal pressure, not anyone else. It's your choice. But actually, there is something else you can do too. Support competition. Play indie games instead. Indie games are very good and only growing in potential. Each year, we see more and more games hit the marketplace that deserve worldwide discoverability. And there are countless indie games that never get the chance to be seen. For lots of reasons, but mostly because not enough people discovered that that game existed in the first place. So here, if you're upset with the games industry, here are two solutions. 1, stop buying AAA games. 2, play indie games from small developers. And if you don't know where to look for those games, I am self-funding the place where you can find them. FakePortal.com is an upcoming directory launching this summer that will feature hundreds of indie games that deserve more recognition. And this living list of games was curated by people just like you. Right now, we are sitting at over 1,000 recommendations of indie games just from my viewers who want to see this project come to life. We have developers from all over the world that are supporting us to make this thing happen. And the whole thing is free. Forever free for gamers and developers, just because I tell people to play indie games in my videos, and I get comments saying, I don't know where to look. Well, now I got you, fam. Go to fakeportal.com and sign up for our newsletter, which will be going out very soon. Friends, it does not bring me happiness to point out that the games industry is repulsive, disgusting. I wish games were worthwhile and that the entertainment industry as a whole delivered satisfying, positive, and encouraging experiences. But they're not. The movies are stale. The games are cheaply made. There's a feeling of uneasiness when you look at what these mega corporations have done. So we, as buyers, have a choice. We sit by and do nothing. We continue consuming the products even though they're not satisfying and they're not good anymore. Or we take action ourselves. we be the change we want the world to become, starting with one person. Not hundreds, not thousands. You. Just you. You have a vision of what you want the world to look like, right? I do. And my version is a lot brighter than the way it is right now. So I'm going to try my best to make waves where I can. I know I can't do all that much. I'm confined to the circumstances of my reality. We all are. But that doesn't mean we can't try. No one is without at least a little bit of strength. Everyone has that little bit of fight in them, right? And I'm just so ready to fight back, man. I don't think I'm going to make a dent on these companies. But the journey of trying has been a blast so far. So let's go. Let's give it a shot. Until next time, create, innovate, and inspire others to do so as well. And for the love of God, cancel Disney Plus. Goodbye.